Today I'm in a garden that has a problem that many gardens face up and down the country, and that is shade. This garden has got some whopping trees in, and even though they're beautiful, they do come with problems. Just because we've got a shady garden doesn't mean that we can't have containers full of beautiful plants, and I've got a really gorgeous selection to go in here. Now I've picked this grey pot because it ties in well with lots of the other containers that are in the garden, and as always drainage is key, so drainage must go in the bottom first, and to do that I've got some pebble gravel, pea gravel. Next up is my compost, and this is a multi-purpose compost. Now, no shady garden is complete without ferns. I absolutely love them. This one is Dryopteris, and I'm going to pop that in the end there. Now, in my opinion, ferns aren't used often enough, but they add amazing texture to containers and gardens, and also they turn lovely shades of orange in the autumn. Alchemilla mollis. Now you see this plant everywhere. It's brilliant at self-seeding, tucking itself into nooks and crannies where you would never manage to fit a plant yourself. And if you don't want it to self-seed, then the trick is, once the flowers have started to go crispy and brown and set seed, just trim them off. And that way you'll keep the foliage nice and healthy, but you won't end up with them everywhere in the garden. But really it's tough as old boots, so it will be very happy in this pot. Next up I have a hardy geranium. Now this variety is called Tiny Monster, which is a pretty fabulous name, and I'm going to put it at the front there, like so. And there are hardy geraniums for every situation. Some like the sun, but I guarantee you will find one to suit your garden's conditions, and they're so tough. You can trim them after their first flush of flowers about the end of May, June, and they will send up a whole load of new foliage and flower right to the first frost, so you really do get a lot of bang for your buck. Next is one of my all-time favourites. This is Dicentra, and it has this beautiful soft frothy foliage and these really pretty, very pretty little heart flowers on them. I love it. When it lies hidden under the ground, but you will see it next spring again. And then last but not least, I've got another fern, and this is Polystichum. And I'm going to pop that at the front in there. And just for a finishing touch, I've got some ivy. Now, a little tip with ivy is you can split them so you get more plants. So you can see in here I've got at least 1, 2, 3, 4 stems of ivy. Now I'm just going to be really tough and tear those apart, and that gives me 2 smaller plants. I'm just going to tuck those into the front. Turn it around so it cascades down. And there we are. That is my shady container full of beautiful bright things. It just goes to show that no matter what your garden conditions, you can still have a pot that looks fabulous. If you've got any more ideas, do get in touch with our media team, and for more how-to videos visit lovegardening.com.